Hi, I'm Dave Kelly, America's Student Leadership Trainer. I work primarily with college and university students throughout North America and now other parts of the world as well. One of the things I focus on is student government training, both for executive officers and representatives, senators, committees, everyone engaged with SGA, including advisors. And I have a presentation and a program package that I'd like to share with you and ask you to consider for training your student government leaders this fall. It's called the Student Government SGA Quick Start Package. And it's based on my years of experience as a 4-year member of SGA at the University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh. Yes, that is a real place. I served as a club representative 1 year, senator for 3 years, and my third year, I was also on the executive board as the vice president pro tem. I was a committee chair, I was a director, I was very much engaged in SGA, and then spent 6 months working on the staff of the State Student Government Association, the United Council, in Madison as their legislative affairs director. So I have quite a bit of background. I worked with hundreds of student governments during my career. And here's the thing that I find is a lot of times I see students and advisors looking like that picture there on the left, SGA problems. And there have been so many since the pandemic and going back even further. But so much of challenges with engagement and getting people to fulfill their duties and responsibilities to do their jobs, to even know what their jobs are. And so the package that I put together is really going to help you with that. And I think you'll find that I can provide some solutions that will help your student government get things done. That's my focus. I want you to be productive and successful. We really built up a great tradition at my school. And the year after I graduated, the student government at our school and at the University of Wisconsin Oshkosh was selected as the top SGA in the university system out of 14 campuses. Missed it by a year, but I feel like I helped lay some of the groundwork for that for the team that won. What goes into the quick start? It's 4 presentations. And these are very key things, creating a vision and setting goals for your year. Lots of times I find people come into SGA leadership and they have no idea what they want to do with it or what they're going to do for that year. And then they don't even have goals. Or if they do have goals, nobody is held accountable for making sure that those goals are achieved. My program will help you to do that, creating a vision and setting goals and expectations for the year. What is SGA? Student Government 101. There's some basics that I talk about in here about SGA representation and what it means, committees and structure of student governments. But then I actually take your governing documents, constitution, bylaws, standing rules. I've had a couple schools call them statutes, and I create the presentation with that information in it. It's not everything, but it is. I take your documents and I write a narrative of what are the responsibilities of the president instead of a bullet pointed thing where it's this and that and shall and I create a story basically of what your SGA is so that people can better understand their own responsibilities as well as other people's. And we talk about that. And when I do it live on campus, I gamify it and we have a great time, almost like a trivia type contest. And I give out prizes. So something you might want to consider for your group. And then parliamentary procedure for student associations is my most popular topic. This is the one that I present the most at campuses for student governments, student associations, that's what ours was called, associated students, whatever your SGA is known as on your campus. And then we do a mock meeting that's a lot of fun. Everybody gets to make a motion. Everybody gets to play the chair of the meeting. It really helps people to better understand how to be more effective, not only running meetings if they're a committee chair or in other places, but also participating in them. This is a participation sport. We want people to speak so they can represent the voice of the students. And then be a positive force for change as a visionary leader is my program on advocacy and activism and influencing decision makers, whether they're on the campus level, other students, faculty, staff, administration, your city council, your state legislature, even your congressional representatives. And this goes into my background as a legislative affairs director for the United Council and my own campus. So these are some great programs. Now you might say, Dave, we're not really sure we want those. Can we interchange others? Sure. I'm happy to do that. And I've done that for a few schools. One school already had done their goal setting program. I asked me to review it, see if I had any input. I talked about the accountability piece, but then I did a different presentation for them that they selected from my website. Absolutely, you can do that. Dave, what if we want 5? I've got pricing for that. I'll make it really easy for you. I want to see your student government succeed. It's something that I'm very passionate about and something that was a big, important part of my life. What does it cost? If we do it virtually, these 4 presentations, which can be done all in one day or spread out over a couple of days, $2,000. That is my virtual pricing for that kind of set of presentations. And so that could be a great way for you to engage with this. You all can be together in a room, and I can be coming from my basement in Atlanta and doing the presentation. I've done that many times. Or if you have multi-campus SGAs, or your SGA is made up of students from several campuses, maybe the virtual presentation would be the most effective way to impact the most students, and you get to keep the recording. I'll also come in person, which I love to do because it's more intimate, it's more fun. We get more conversational. I get more questions. We can answer a lot of things. We can pivot. We can do different things. It's really a great way to do it. And my pricing, all inclusive, is $3,500. This is anywhere in the U.S. So I encourage you to look at this. If you want to add some other presentations, to add another session, a 5th one with if I'm in person, it's just $500 more. If you want to add another one virtual, it's just $300 more. Maybe you say later on, Dave, can we do another program a couple of months from now? Oh, $300. Special that I'm doing this year for 2024, I've engaged in coaching with many SGAs, and I love that process. I've been doing it with MBA students for nearly 10 years. And I'm offering you 2 coaching sessions for free as a part of this package this year. Coaching is different than training. Most SJs use it for their executives. However you wish to use that is fine. I've also done coaching with advisors and staff. And that can be done before I come to campus, or we start doing it. If we're doing virtually, it can be while I'm on campus. It can be after I'm on campus, whatever works out best for you. So get in touch with me. You've got my information here, the information that is part of the piece that you've received, whether it's my newsletter or some other piece about the Quick Start package, and get in touch. And I would love to work with you and your students. I want this to be the look of your SGA. Now, there's an asterisk there. This is not actually an SGA. That is a stock photo, but just imagine if your executive officers, and I'm going to say the one gentleman there with the beard is probably the advisor in this scenario, maybe your smiles will be even bigger. I do see lots of big smiles after I'm done presenting. So I look forward to the opportunity to work with you and your student government. The Quick Start package is a great way to do it, but you say, Dave, we just want parliamentary procedure by itself. That's great. I have pricing for that too. Get in touch, go to my website. I look forward to serving you and your students and your student government association.